I swear, I'm just finishing one last bite of food and I'm coming, I promise. Wait for me. Don't leave me. I love you. I love you all.
Hi there, this is Nicole DeBoer, also known as Lieutenant Ezri Dax from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And welcome to Star Trek Fleet Command.
Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome to Star Trek Fleet Command, the only game that you can play where you can spend $10,000 and still not be the best. Welcome to the channel. Hope y'all are doing amazing. I'm doing semi-okay. How is everybody else doing here? We'll be jumping into the voice chat in just a smidge because I know what everybody wants to talk about. Everybody wants the tidbits. They want the information. They want to know what's coming to the game. And because we're no longer in the NDA, we can tell you everything that we know and don't know, though. If you've been paying attention to my videos, I've been telling you the original series was coming for 2 months. But whatever. We're here. And we're doing a good time. Shout out Kenny, Buddy Love, Scott, Mignalia. Hey, sorry your weekend sucked. No One Shall is here. Barbecuing. I think that's going good for you. Roger Brown, Andy Tate, Kraken Gaming. Oh man, Holy Moly is here. Floyd Vadrine, Heath Gleason, Graves, Charles Rosenberg. Shout out with that green name. Kenny, thank you for signing up to be a cadet on the channel, supporting your favorite streamer, or at least one of your favorites if you're willing to become a cadet. So it's greatly appreciated. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is having a great Monday, because what would you rather be doing than watching me stream on Monday? Bam! Wolf says, classic ramen and bird of prey coming? Totally not actually happening. No, that would be really cool though. That would totally be awesome, but not happening. Not happening. In fact, there are no new ships coming out tomorrow. No new ships, but new officers. Happy New Year, Josh Harris. How are you doing? There are new officers. We're going to jump into the live on Twitch voice channel. If you're in my Discord, remember, if you do not behave with a certain level of decorum, you will be removed. Please remember that this stream is PG friendly because we have kids here and we're all family oriented. Harv is here. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, I probably should unmute myself. Hey, Harv, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's up?
Oh, I just getting into the stream. Can't wait to get into the spoilers. So excited to bring spoilers. Big update tomorrow. We finally get the original series. Oh, yay! Yay! Y'all should sound more excited. Hold on. Why are we not? People been asking, when's the arc coming out? We want a new arc. Now you're getting a new arc and now everybody's like, meh, bah, bleh. I need more excitement.
Everything is old when Crucible War is up.
I love Cal. Love it. But our alliance already finished. I just got to do my daily so I get my trophies. But yeah. Scooby says, are we still good or did my favorite series comments make us enemies? Scooby, just because you believe Voyager is good, which is, I'm sorry, it's a sign of mental instability. we're still friends, Scooby, and I will always cherish what we have. Darth wants to know if we're getting shirtless Kirk. I don't have the picture handy, but if y'all remember, I showed you what Kirk's going to look like, remember? When we did the, because he was hidden in the background, that silhouette. Remember that? That was probably like 5 or 6 videos ago? 6 ago? Yeah. But you're not getting shirtless Kirk. That would be hilarious. That would be an avatar worth going after. You said TNG, Austin, Enterprise. I don't have a problem with any of that. Nothing at all. Daniel, I haven't missed anything yet. The only thing that you've missed is me. And you're here. So you no longer need to miss me. We can make sweet, sweet love together. Welcome. Sweet, sweet love. We need the Defiant. Yes. Yes, we do.
I want the Reliant so bad.
You want the Reliant? Ah, Wrath of Khan reference. Yes. So, when should we get into some of the spoilers? Should we do them early or should we make people wait? Probably rude to make people wait. I mean, most people, a lot of people, I'm assuming a lot of people have seen the notes, right? Everybody seen the notes? Okay. Well, if you haven't seen the notes, we'll start with the notes portion of it. Some of the stuff we already knew. This is basically just good old Panic and friends accidentally clicking buttons they shouldn't be clicking. And what they ended up doing is posting the news a little bit early. But a lot of us knew some of these things that were coming. So, we'll get to share. I'm going to put it up on the screen here in just a second. As soon as I can find the button to do it with. Oh, I struggle to do things sometimes. Okay, so if that's that, so that means this is, okay, cool. Sorry, just shuffling things around. You got to resize things so that they all fit and everything. Bam. We'll go ahead and condense this. So what I'm going to be showing are just little clips from the upcoming news. If you missed it earlier today, don't worry. They will return. We'll start with the top one. Wolf, thank you for following the Twitch channel at the same time that we're streaming on YouTube. That's some weird Inception level stuff. Baby says I'm a little blurry. That's probably because your stream's coming in like 240p, but I'm streaming in 1080. So get off AOL dial-up. I know that's what it is. You're on AOL dial-up. Bill says, are there going to be any new mechanics or just officers? There's actually going to be that too. So I guess we will talk about all of them. All of them. Starting, Stevens to spread it out. That's a good idea. We should make people watch like, oh, here's the first part, but you got to wait to the 45-minute mark to see the next part. Oh, man. Chris, I'm glad the stream looks good to you. And no one says I'm never gentle. That's actually not true. I have been known to have a very soft and delicate touch. And that's probably not going where I wanted it to go. So we'll drop that. Yeah. By the way, hey, everybody that snuck in the Discord, Metal, Darth Burn, Craig's here, Dark Lord, Dragon Keeper, Thomas, Archimedes. Welcome to the voice channel. Yeah, the gentle beard lovingly caresses your back as I rub across it. And oh, we're writing romance novels now. Cool. I love this game. So here's your first set of notes. The USS Enterprise. Introducing the original series. And that's all you get. That's all I'm showing you. Thanks for the follow, Killer for Show. But anyway, you're going to get the original series missions, a new battle pass, new officers, a third Spock, a third Kirk. We need so many. Okay, no lie. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a video of Spock on the Enterprise. I'm going to have 3 Spocks on my Enterprise. If another content creator steals my idea, they're terrible people. It came here first. 3 Spocks, 1 Enterprise. That's a video. Can't wait to do it. But you will be getting a new Spock. Now, here are the upcoming officers. Well, 3 of the upcoming officers. You're going to get 6 officers. 3 are the original series, and 3 are for mining bonuses. Yay! I love it when they add new mining stuff. Wow! Wicked! Anyway,
If it makes it faster, I'm all for it.
it actually does have some boost to mining speed, including Latinum is getting a little bit of a love here. Sorry, no Ferengi. But we will be getting some mining officers. You've got James T. Kirk, 3D strategist. When fighting players, a PvP upside at the start of each round, if you have morale, increases energy damage by an X% of defense. So he's going to work with that same Spock idea, how Spock works. And then the officer ability, it's all we have to go on. As long as your whole health is above 30% of your starting value, X% of gaining morale for that round. Now, what's really interesting about this one is he can give you morale every round until you get too hurt, and then you stop having morale. That's a very interesting officer ability. Now you get the original series Spock. Live long when defending at the start of each round. Heal the ship by X amount of defense. And that's the shield health, by the way. And that will affect all ships in the station. So Epic Spock, the original series Spock, just became a very good base defense officer. Very good. And when defending at the start of each round, heals by X percent, which is going to be based upon, of course, on the level and tier of the officer. And then you get Prosper. When fighting players at the start of each round, if you have morale, decrease the opponent's critical hit damage by X percent for that round. Very interesting. Hey, Scalyback. How you doing, buddy? Very interesting. Very. Kevin says, I hope the new currency is called Deucians or Rev Bucks. Only if I get a percentage. If not, I'm suing for copyright infringement that I have never filed for.
I'm looking forward to
Hey, Freya. Hey, Misty. How y'all doing?
Hi. I'm doing good. You know, you made a lot of people upset by not being on Twitch on Friday night. Or Saturday.
Yeah, the football stuff ended up happening. So, I mean...
Oh, football, football. Who cares right
We're
now?
in the playoffs. What do you mean, who cares?
Because my team...
Every red-blooded grown male cares, and women.
Was the playoffs on Nickelodeon? I mean, come on.
Yeah, on Nickelodeon, it was amazing. Who dat? Holy Moly says, completely serious, this game needs more currencies. I 100% agree, Holy Moly. I'm actually hoping that we can get, like if y'all help me out, maybe this can happen. We can get 400 currencies in the game. 400. We're actually about halfway there. Believe it or not, if you count everything that you can collect in this game between the data pads and the mining stuff, you've got over like 130. So, yeah. A whole lot. We need more currencies. Everybody's like, no more currency. Why? Now I'm going to have to be shocked like DJ when DJ announced that there's going to be new ways to get ISS Jelly BPs, and he was shocked people didn't care. I'm shocked you don't want more currencies.
Oh, those photon tokens looked interesting for sure.
They do, Kenny. They look extremely interesting.
But they're not showing up in my game.
No. They're only on one server that I was ever able to confirm, and that is 51. It was a test bed. I literally just happened to come across it, and I talked to NDA people, you know, between moderators and content creators, and they didn't know it existed either. It was literally a small thing that the devs were just playing around with on one server that I managed to, find. So, yeah, that was a nice little one. I do like them experimenting with quality of life. Two, how is this not immediately implemented into the game yesterday?
That's a currency I support.
That is like one currency everybody will support. Those photon tokens look and feel amazing against my soft skin. Rare Uhura, the original series, at the start of each round. Dude, imagine having a ship with 3 Kirks, a ship with 3 Spocks, and a ship with 3 Uhuras. You can do it in 2021. It's a great time to be alive. Uhura says, sorry, neither. At the start of each round, her captain's ability, if you have morale, decrease the opponent's critical hit chance, which is giving you another anti-con officer. You've also got Saru, who is one. And then modulation frequency found. At the start of each round, if you have morale, decrease the opponent's shield mitigation by 20%. This is an extremely interesting read. I am very interested to see this officer ability in action. Opponent shield mitigation by 20%. Now, if it's what I think it is, it's going to take it from 80% to 60%. That's how it reads to me. Now, if you followed my last video where I talked about the basics of the battle log, shields prevent 80% of damage of reaching your hull that isn't mitigated. So you have mitigation, then you have shield deflection, or shields. Shields then stop 80% and the remaining 20% goes. So if her ability is saying that she takes off another 20% of that, she just became a very, very good card to have for early round fights. And I'm curious how she scales, because if she starts at 20%, does she become a 100% nullifier? Very interesting card.
You know, it'd be an interesting card is a Rev card in Star Trek Fleet Command.
I've pushed for a Rev Deuce card in Star Trek Fleet Command and have gotten much pushback for that. Apparently, they're not as ecstatic about the possibility of having Rev Deuce in the game as we are.
I
wonder why ever that could be.
I have never done anything to make them mad, upset them, or be crass towards them, so I could no clue why they would ever.
Any video in which you ever question any decision they've ever made. I don't know.
I've never questioned anything Scopely's done. I think Scopely's incredible.
How you failed to end up on Mud Creek in mystery to me.
Yep, no clue. Scooby says they want money first. Well, here's what you want to do. If you want to support Scopely, support Rev Deuce. Do that by paying my PayPal or my Venmo what you would spend on a pack, and doing so will provide more awesome videos, including that fun little shout out from Lieutenant Dax you had earlier. Some of y'all missed that, but you can go back and watch it and be like, oh man, that's so cool. And then everybody else, you're going to have some people like No One Shall who are going to hate on it because they don't have it. So, bam.
Which Spock was she referring to? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good question. They haven't heard that part yet, by the way, so you just gave a spoiler.
Yeah, great spoiler.
Yeah, great job.
No, I posted it to our Discord right off the bat.
Baby Yoda says, when will you get a new intro? When you help me make one. Like, the intro that I currently have is literally the extent of my intro making ability. I'm not that talented, so I need a new intro. Somebody help me get one. How about that? No One says my intro is better.
Oh, she's got Captain.
No One Shout. Literally nothing about anything that you have is better. That's why you're No One Shout. But you're still cool. You're still cool.
I'm giving it. Oh, she's got Captain.
Fighting words happening.
That's not fighting words. That's just a simple. How is that fighting words?
Avatar NG. No one's got one. Rev wants one.
Let's move on to the next screenshot.
His own intro that's going to outdo yours. And you have to find
well, to be fair, no one didn't make his intro either. So, next up, here's the mining officers. You've got two new mining officers. You've got DuPont, which is a grade 3 miner, captain's ability. Raphael DuPont increases the rate of G3 crystal, gas, and ore mining by X%. So will work universally on any 3-star, which I think is pretty cool. And then the secondary ability is Hidden Stash, increases the protected cargo by a percentage based on the level and tier of the officer. So you're getting another protected cargo officer, which makes us up to 4 protected cargo officers now. 4 of them, I think. So still waiting on another Stan variant.
No.
Yeah, we are. We don't have one like Stan.
Technically we do, but it's a...
No, you don't. No. No, the Borg is another T'Pring, not another Stan.
But
1 of 10.
That does increase,
No, you're thinking 1 of 10, and he increases protected cargo. And the Tribble, let's see, Michael, the Borg Tribble increases your mining speed. The Borg Tribble works for everything, whereas this rare officer will only work for G3, which is still, I'm not complaining. Then you have an uncommon one, Elia Makinen. Advanced mining increases the mining speed of the ship, just as a blank increase. So this is going to be your kind of like your baby version of the Tribble, the Borg Tribble card. And then Isogen mining, another increase to Isogen, because territory capture is going to be extremely important for the foreseeable future. Vic says mining officer sounds good, but can you tell them to kill that mega mining event? Sir, no. You know why? Because the mega mining event gives me the freaking steel that I need to pay for all these upgrades. Because I had a notification issue where I didn't get notified. I even sent screenshots to Scopely saying, hey, no notifications as I'm getting rated. Lost about 200 million in resources and no refund. So I need every mining event I can get that pays out par steel.
Can suck it with those notifications.
Yeah. Their excuse was, well, we sent one to you. I guess got lost in the mail. I guess the UPS truck just didn't deliver it today. Oh, okay, boss. Whatever you say. Thanks for the help.
We've been telling Scopely that we've been having shield issues, and they're like, oh, well, it says you have a shield up. No, it went down.
Well, if you take a screenshot of your proof of your shield going up.
Lottie says Scopely doesn't believe in refunds. Here's the annoying part, and y'all aren't going to want to hear this. They do refund. Some people get refunds and some don't. It's literally all based on the
whales.
No, not even the whales. It's literally based on the customer support agent you get. Like 10% of them are helpful, 90% of them are completely useless. Just a fact.
It does not matter whether you're a whale or not.
Yeah, trust me, the whales don't get crap either. Yeah, anyway, we're not going to get to whale drama tonight. There's plenty of whale drama, though. Don't you worry. There's plenty of whale drama out there.
Oh, yes, there is.
All right, so we've got new stuff here. We've got 8 new research nodes. You have new research nodes for the Vidar, Franklin, and the Devore that can be found in the Galaxy Tree, making the Galaxy Tree great again. You're going to have the ability to increase their speeds, which is nice, I guess. Next up on our little list, we've got the Vidar, Franklin, and Devore all getting a proc to their either their abilities or how they work. For example, the Vidar, you're going to have increased nanoprobe drop rate, so more nanoprobes for those kills you're getting. Prime active nanoprobe refinery and prime Borg bundles refinery. So 2 primes for you to go spend $100 each on. We'll let you know whether those are worth it once we check them out. Probably not. Next up from Franklin, increase impulse speed for the Franklin, making the Swarm Sunday a little less tedious. And then increase frequency modulator cost efficiency, which where was this when I first got my Franklin?
Right.
I'll take it, though. And then the Devore is going to get an increase. The Devore is going to get an increase to lap mining speed, also getting an increase to its protected cargo hold, and then a prime latinum refinery bundle giving increased value. So isn't that amazing? Yeah. Okay.
It's like the Vault of Latinum.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm counting the number of people who are excited about the idea of more primes in the game. Yay! More gates for the whales! Woohoo! Craig's going to buy them, so we'll just ask Craig how they work. Yes.
I don't know if I've got to buy them anymore. I've got a ton of G4 stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll find somebody. We have plenty of people who are going to buy them, so that's just, it's how it goes. Next up on the list, you see the new territory capture servers for the jellyfish. So it was funny. I was listening to DJ's podcast. Y'all know I got no issue with DJ. DJ's cool, but he was shocked when people weren't excited about them adding ways to get more ISS jelly BPs. And I'm sitting here, well, 1, 95% of the game still isn't there yet. And 2, everybody realizes this is all simply I'm not going to say scam, but it's a tactic to push you into the 40s where I keep telling people don't go unless you're willing to spend money. So no, nobody's excited about the ISS jelly because they know it's simply a trick to get them to 39 and then to 40. So we're not falling for it. We're not falling for it.
Guys, I'll tell you.
The game is designed to last longer than it's progressed. So it's progressed so quick. The game was designed to last a lot longer.
And these are going to be in Tier 3 zones. So essentially, what you're getting is the whales who control the Tier 3 zones on your server are now going to be getting jellyfishes for all their people. So even more reason to go join that whale alliance you've been hating for all this time. Go join them, get them in T3 territories, and get more jelly BPs. I know everybody's super excited about that. Oh man, I'm so happy.
I'm so excited.
You just told me I'm getting free jellyfish BPs. So
Yeah. If you are in a whale alliance or a whale, you now have gotten a third way to get jelly BPs. Congratulations.
They just need to put it out there for sale so we can buy it.
But what if you're in a new server and you're only like level 14 and then you've got to kind of
I guess it would be cool if you're level 14 and you had the ISS jelly unlocked thanks to territory capture before you had the regular jellyfish, which is unattainable in game without purchasing. I think that'd be a cool little. Look what I got, everybody.
I'm just excited to grind it out my enterprise. So.
Yeah, give you your full 5-year mission,
Yeah, there you go. This game is a 5-year mission. I mean, that's the whole thing. I gotta ask for a Latin node in game.
I can't even get the first jellyfish, let alone the ISS one.
Yeah, exactly, Archimedes. Which
No. It won't allow. I can't get blueprints out of the game, out of a mission. I've bought all the ones you can from the event store.
Yeah.
It will not let me. It will not award me any blueprints.
Well, then you just wait for another event store. Duh. Your 5-year mission is to collect one jellyfish, the original. It's only going to take you 5 years. Okay? Hugo says, I really don't get why Scopely does not simply add a G4 repair cost reduction research that makes the titanium and the lithium cost finally not totally insane. There's a reason for that, Hugo, because they know that whales calculate their repairs based on pack cost. So, for example, you got a pilum. Maybe it costs you $10 to repair that pilum. So you buy a $100 pack, that's 10 pilum repairs. They actually calculate this type of stuff because I've talked to the whales and they do that. So why would they make it more efficient when they make you buy a pack to repair a ship, which is the most insane? And by the way, I gave a shout out to the whales in the last video where I talked about their economy being terrible and the fact that they can't even repair one ship with their dailies, which I think is absurd. And even another reason to not go into the 40s. The fact that you can't do a daily and then repair a ship is insane. That's insane. Then you can travel back in time and grab another clue. Yes. And who is Q? Kenny, you know who Q is. It's John Delancey. He's amazing.
Bill Burrs. Come on. He'd be a funny Q.
Freya, give me your thoughts. You're on server 43.
On what exactly?
All of it.
That is a loaded question.
No, it's not. Okay, let's start with this because I want to talk to people in the chat.
I mean,
and talk
honestly,
to people in
I'm most excited for there to be more officers in mining because honestly, there isn't enough. There does need to be more, especially when you're trying to do these events.
Yeah.
I am excited about 5 new officers. The only thing I'm not necessarily excited about is I know how the epics are going to come into the game. Everybody want to take a wild guess? Auctions! Yay! But to be fair, on the flip side of this, the good part is even though the PvP cards you're getting are going to be auctioned, it's extremely unlikely that the rare and uncommon mining officers are going to be that way. They're probably going to be given through the battle pass for free. So that is a nice little free-to-play throw-out to give them the mining officers. So
yeah, okay, but here's the problem. With that battle pass, even if you just do the free-to-play, you still are missing a vast amount of officer shards for that officer that you're trying to get. And then you have to pray to the Scopely gods that they listen to your prayers and give you a full pull. So no matter what, the whales are still able to get said officer.
Well, of course, but that's always going to be the case, though. Like there's no point of fussing about it because that's welcome to gaming in the 21st century, and it's not going to change.
$20 pack.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's been so long since we've had a Borg event. I would love to get Borg officers.
The Borg are coming back this year. I just don't know when. But I have already, and I put this out in a video. I've talked to the devs. There is a Borg event coming this year, but when they were talking about it, they were talking about condensing it, as in not running like a whole nother 3-arc Borg drama. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I bet
that'd be a lot better.
Well, if they want to make sure people stay in the game, the next generation will come. If they want to make sure people leave, they'll bring in Voyager, but they won't bring in Jerry Ryan and 7 of 9, because that would be the Scopely thing. Like, you'll get Tom Paris, Ensign Kim, Chakotay, and Janeway, and no 7 of 9, and everybody will riot.
But then if you're bringing 7 of 9, you have to bring in Picard as well.
Austin says, didn't they promise fixes for territories? Defined fixes, and I'll tell you whether that was a real promise or not. You do get a couple of different little fixes. There's an entire fixed reference in the leaked notes, but I wouldn't say any of them are exactly amazing. In fact, the best part of this update is this one line that we haven't covered yet, and I don't know why it's the last thing they announced. And it's on your screen right now, but added new sorting to officer and ship management UI. The only thing I don't like about this is the officer tool that we've been working on literally comes out this week that allows you to do this, but you're now going to be able to sort your officers by attack, defense, and health after this update. Something we've been waiting for almost 2 years. It's finally coming right when I'm about to launch an officer tool that'll do it for you. So, whatever. It's finally here in game. You're going to be able to sort by attack, defense, and health, which is an incredible improvement, because I teach all the time about needing attack officers on certain ships, health officers on certain ships, but having to know who is a pain in the proverbial neck, like a Cardassian pain in the neck, like it's extra ridgy. It's nice to finally be getting this. I think this is a tremendous long needed improvement.
Yeah. Set crews, I mean, they've been saying it from the start. They were going to have set crews, I think.
Yeah.
But they've got to get it in the right area of what ship for what crew, and that's why the series have been involved, and Discovery has been introduced, and all the ships like that, so.
Daniel says, where are the preset loadouts? You know what? Daniel, I hear you, my friend, but how about we just take the good and live with it for now? The fact that it took 2 years to get this, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm not taking it, keep it. I'm definitely taking the attack, defense, health sorting, but I do agree, you need presets. That is really ridiculous that that's not in the game. I mean, that's such a, like, I play other Scopely games like Marvel Strike Force. I haven't made any content for it, but I do play it. In that game, I can have like 15 different presets, just different heroes and villains that I play with. I just click a button and it switches to them. In this game,
I'm actually kind of surprised that there isn't the ability to swap officers from ships that are near each other.
Wait, hold on. That would require some type of transporter technology, which we all know does not exist. That is
not in Star Trek. Why would that happen?
Star Trek wouldn't. Yeah.
There is none of
me
that.
up, Scotty. Hey, I'm here.
To be fair, though, Kenny, Kirk never said that in the original series, ever.
To be fair.
He never said, beam me up, Scotty.
Really?
Fun, nerdy fact that you did not actually need to know. He never says that one time.
Star Trek 3 when he asked Maltz to beam him up.
The movie. He only says it in the movies. He doesn't say it.
Yeah, in the movie.
But he does. He never says it to Scotty.
I've got a T-shirt that says it on it.
It's one of those things like Vader never says, "Luke, I am your father." It's one of those things that like it's been passed down, nerd lore that never actually happened. It's kind of crazy, actually. By the way, I'm upgrading my Devore in the background because I didn't realize this entire time I could go up like an entire tier on my Devore. So we are doing that now. Woohoo! Tier 5 Devore! Yay! I love my Devore. All right. Let's see what other questions and comments. By the way, Somebody did ask. We've got all the notes out for it, so you've kind of gotten your spoilers for tomorrow's update. And to be fair, I will be making a video about this thing tomorrow that won't be 2 hours long like this stream will be. But if you do have questions about the game, drop them down here right now. Grave says, how come no original series Bones? Well, I can't answer for sure, but I will say this. When it comes to putting characters in game, you need more than just CBS's okay. You actually have to get the okay of the actors themselves for their likeness. So there could be an issue where Bones' family, much like Chekhov from the new movies family, is like, yo, you ain't using my man's face like that. Ain't putting my man in the game. That could be an issue that we're having here. So you never know, You never know.
Or he could just be in a later arc.
Also true.
Price for the game.
Yeah. So I'm definitely want him. I'm not saying he's not coming or anything. I'm saying that might be the reason we don't see him right now. Also remember that if we are starting an original series arc, if you look at how they did Discovery officers got laid out in multiple sets. So you could have that happen as well, where you do get Scotty and you do get the original series Bones.
Okay.
And hot chick with a beehive haircut. I don't know her name. I'm sorry that was so disrespectful to you, hot lady. Yeah, Yeoman Rand. There you go. The whole basket weave beehive haircut was freaking awesome.
Okay. But I have a question. If people keep emailing Scopely like, hey, this ship has been stuck here, and we keep putting multiple reports in, or this node is broken, how come they don't fix that before they put out a new arc? Because it seems like everything. Because
that's small. It's different departments.
Else breaks.
Okay, but that's different departments, Missy. You're complaining about different people. Like the people who do live ops fixes are different than the people who are developing the game. But so this area can suck while this area over here is just doing their job.
Well, I get that.
But I mean, they're not going to stop
asking for the same exact thing and nothing's being done. And all we're doing is arc after arc. And
okay, but things are being done. What are you talking about? There's been a ton of fixes in the game. What are you talking about? But when you have over 100 live servers, things are going to break. It's unavoidable.
This is true.
There's over 100 of them. Now, I'm not necessarily saying I like or dislike that there's 100 servers. Personally, I would rather there be less servers. I would rather there be less servers.
Yeah. Why can't there just be one big, wide server? Why is that?
It would be so laggy.
No, because they could do the different areas on different servers. So
the reason you don't do one server is pretty simple. You'd have so many people, you'd have less whales. You have less whale culture. If you had one server, like you think about it now, there are dozens of level 50s across the game. Would those people be as incentivized to be the top dog if there was all of them together? Because remember, there can only really be one or two top dogs. So if you create 100 servers, you now just created 20 top dogs, or 200 top dogs rather. Or if you create one server, you got two. When this game is designed to make money by creating and draining whales, their words, not mine, what's the more logical route to take? That, and you also split it up by areas too. So you got the APAC regions, the people who are all from, Nova Scotia, which is not an APAC, are playing together. You got the US servers, which are all part of the North American and actually South American area. They're all in the same little time zones and stuff. So there's reasons for it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just say that there are some things that are annoying. And when you have 100 plus servers, I would argue to say it's almost impossible to keep everything working perfectly 100% of the time. Customer support, I think, is a big issue here too.
I can agree to that. But I mean, I play other games where everybody's on one server and there's no issues. There's no, there might be a character drawing issue, but that's the extent of it. Or, for example, I play timelines. So every now and then if I do a voyage, for unknown reasons, it doesn't do the voyage. So I just put a ticket in and they're like, okay, we're going to give you 500 crons, we're going to give you A, B, C, and D, and because of this, we're going to give you 1,000 dilithium. It's the easiest fix in the world. And I play with people all over the world in timelines. And it's all on one server.
Timelines is also extremely boring, though. So
No, it's not.
it doesn't have as many people playing it. I've tried Timelines, and I'm still trying to get a refund for the hours and hours of lost life that I can't get it back. It's such a bad game. It's such a boring game. Now, there's some great art in it, but it is such a boring game. It's literally a point and click with no interaction. There's no really good community set up for it. And the away missions are all boring point click. I mean, it's blah.
Okay, when was the last time you played Timelines?
6 months ago? Like, literally, the chat is blowing up right now with, oh my god, it's terrible, it's so boring. Can you mute her for saying Timelines? Like, Misty, you're solo in a tree here. You're by yourself. Everybody agrees it's terrible.
Apparently I am, because I enjoy it. But
and that's great that you enjoy it, but it's like, oh gosh. I'm sorry. I have no analogy for how boring it is to me.
Oh, so happy I found this game.
Yeah, Star Trek Fleet Command, you can never argue it being boring. You can argue it's monotonous. You can argue it's, annoying. But you can't argue it's boring. Oh, Philip says she's not alone. We found another person. We got a second person. Then there was two.
I mean, if you get bored in STFC, just start hitting miners dry, and it gets real entertaining real quick.
I think everybody should have a day where they do that. Everybody
you don't even need
should
to do that. You just need to hit somebody's floating ship, and they will freak out.
Floaters are fair game. If you left it float in the galaxy, that's your problem, not mine. Why are you getting mad at me?
I hit floaters all day long.
Yeah, don't get mad at me because you're lazy. Just leaving your ship out there.
I only hit overprotected cargo. If I hit overprotected cargo, then
there was
I've
a
got
floater
something.
on the server that I was on the other day, and he'd only got a little piece of oil left, or a little piece.
Mm-hmm.
And he was literally waiting for somebody to kill him.
What's funny is when I played Eve Echoes, they would actually ask, because when you got killed in that game, it transported you back home, and in that game you actually have to manually fly the ships. So people would ask to get blown up in that game, and then here people were like, "Please don't touch me ship. It's my only one. I can only repair it an infinite amount of times. Please don't blow it up." Oh,
yeah, on Eve.
Clayton says, when are you doing a hostile boss video? Clayton, I've done one of those. Just go look through the 450 videos on my channel. I have done one of those, by the way. You just treat hostile gold bosses like you treat PvP. Best way to go about it.
Battle triangle.
Well, I mean, the battle triangle, yes, but it's honestly like Yuki, Marcus, Kirk on an Enterprise is fighting an Explorer boss or something. There's plenty of ways to go.
I started a new alliance on a new server.
Oh yeah, yeah. You invited me to it.
50. Yeah, it's coming on great actually. Doing brilliant.
Hey Jamie. Let's see. We got a comment here from Tough that says, if DeForest Kelly's the original series Bones comes to the game, his officer ability and cap's ability definitely needs to be Damn It Jim or Damn It Jim, I'm a Doctor. Odds are with this little game having to fall under like 12-year-old ratings, probably not going to get those words. I don't even think can you say damn it in chat? I don't want to try because somebody get me banned.
Yes, you can.
Well, then maybe it'll get in. Yeah, Paulon, we did. One of them was on the screen.
Game and part of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's done with them.
I just checked. You can totally say that word.
Thank you, Freya. Thank you for testing. I'm very hesitant to test some things because there's always that one person who's like, that evil YouTuber. He's trying to destroy my family. And, he'll report me for something that I didn't do. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
I'm
you
nicer than
evil
you are.
YouTuber.
Oh, well, how did you spell it? Because Daniel says if you spell it D-A-M-N, it doesn't work. But if you do D-A-M-M-I-T, it will. Yeah,
That's how I do it. I spell the whole word.
It's called spelling it wrong versus spelling it right.
Yep.
Yeah. No one shall said evil. No one shall knows about getting hunted. Server 18 likes to... They bug him a lot too. So it's not just me. DJ gets away with it because he's in like one of the top. If I remember right, isn't DJ like in the top alliance on his server? So he gets to avoid a lot of the hate.
No.
What is jammed? What is he still in jammed?
Yeah, they're like third or fourth.
Okay, so he's one of the tops. Like I'm in the 9th ranked alliance. So, and because no one's so great at making friends, he's in like the 15th. No one's like all over the place. Blackwolf says, question, how much better are the odds of getting epic BPs at Ops 34 than Ops 32? Is it worth saving my Armada credits, those 2 extra levels? So your rate does go up, and what I believe, and no one can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe at 34 you get a chance for a full pull of that epic ship that you don't have at 32.
But I'm going to correct you. I'm in the first power alliance on my server.
Oh, when did you jump up to the top?
We've been there for a bit now.
For a bit now.
But we just don't have the stack like the other teams do.
Fair. Christopher says save until 36. Actually, I could argue Christopher to save it until 38 because, and I'll tell you all this, at 38 you can full pull an ISS Jelly, and I will tell you right now, I have no math to attest to this, but I have screenshots galore. The ISS Jelly has the highest full pull rate of any ship in this game. Easy. I have seen more full pull ISS Jellies than I've seen hijack ships, than Centurions, than Borduses. I know this is an eyeball test, but I've literally seen dozens of ISS Jellies get full pulled. We just had one again on my Discord server like 2 days ago get posted. Christopher says 38 is the best, but at 36 you stop getting hijacked. See, it's funny you say that, Chris. I used to be a hijacked hater. I mean, I love them, but a hijacked ship actually helped me finish my Apex event. So for all those BPs that have been collected, I just got to build a hijacked ship and I win. You know what I mean?
You can't scrap them though. That's one thing you can't do. You can't scrap your hijacked ships. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to tell y'all who said this, and I'm not going to tell you who they are. But Misty, you were mentioning timelines.
Yes.
Hear this. Take it for what it is. But there's 500 people watching right now, so one of the 527 among you is an employee of the overlords that make the game that we love, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's what they said when you were making your timelines comment. I'm going to do a direct quote, but I'm not giving their name, so hopefully they'll still speak to me. But here's what they had to say when you said timelines and away missions. When we do away missions, we will completely make that game obsolete.
Oh.
Okay.
Star Trek Fleet Command coming for throats over here. They're committing murder. Committing murder.
When you get Q into Fleet Command versus timelines, and Q can actually, do missions.
Yeah, now I love the comments. Everybody's like, prove it. I can't wait for them to do it. Remember, they've been working on away missions, and away missions were part of the 2021 roadmap, if y'all remember. So, hey, Oregon, how you doing? I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh, man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It's having more PvP stuff between alliances. That you have to get more than 5 people to join. Yeah, you have to get more than 5 people to join to go on this away mission. You know.
Misty said in chat, lots of love. Paul says, Revan here quoting the janitor in chat. No, sir. Though that is hilarious. It's funny. I get accused of that on my football stuff too. Like, so I've covered the Saints for about 4 years for The Athletic and for SB Nation stuff. And people be like, well, who's your source inside the facility? The janitor? Like, sure. Yep. It's the janitor. Christopher's right. It's Billy in accounting. Billy's been the leak the whole time. Billy's the mole. Billy's the mole.
Wait, I thought Billy was the Tribble.
Paulo says, any changes coming to territory capture? Yes, there are changes coming to territory capture, including the ability for whales to pass out free ISS jellyfishes to their friends. At least that's how I'm going to word it in the video. So there will be there's going to be a lot new. There will be a lot of new researches coming to the Galaxy Tree, and you'll also be getting some territory updates, including some new territory buffs and 3-star areas that are going to allow you to collect ISS jelly BPs. So look at that. Look at that. Look at God just providing. Beautiful. Just wonderful times. So happy. Oh, cool. We won that Armada. Let's see. I took a little bit of damage. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. We just took down. Oh, it was only a 36. My bad. I thought we went for 38. 35 million Armada. Now, that's not necessarily a baby. But now what we have to do is shout out, by the way, ArcDoke EK for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Says, good evening. I have a question. I'm level 35. What is the best level to stop and catch up on research, ships, rep, etc.? Honestly, I would probably stay right the heck where you are. Or go to 36 just so that you can be collecting ISS jelly BPs in armadas. But you're going to have a huge grind from about 36 to 39, especially 38 to 39. So just go ahead and sit at maybe 36. It doesn't really change what you're getting PvP-wise. It doesn't really change your brackets for anything. So just sit there, chill, and start going at it. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Appreciate it. Also, really appreciate our buddy throwing shade at timelines. Love it. It's awesome. The janitor. I'm gonna start referring to him. I'm gonna start referring to him as the janitor. Yes, Connor, you will be getting a battle pass. Battle pass is coming. I want to look at this Armada real quick, because nobody, like, we didn't prep for this. We just ran what we ran. So we have an Enterprise that's got Kirk, Khan, Decius. Not a bad loadout. We've got. Hold on, I backed out. My bad. Stop lagging, stupid game. We've got an Augur with Decius, Giorgio, Ash Tyler. Not a bad loadout. We got another Augur with Carol, Spock, Kirk. All right, Texas. I don't know what the heck you're doing there. Granted, his Obliterator is going to work because there's a Giorgio. There's another Giorgio. There's 2 Giorgios here. So we got 2 GGs. And then we had a... Oh, cool. Somebody brought a Saladin with Gala on it to help out with the critical damage. So... shout out to Ragnuk for that. Appreciate it. And by the way, I think I called out Texas. I didn't mean to. It was actually, it's Generalissimus with the crazy Carol on an Augur loadout. Anyway, there's your nice little win.
Could I just say that, like, when people start playing the game and they're on Galaxy Chat and I want to join an active alliance and things like that, and you put out your invites and they come along, they join, and you're like, okay, I'll give you as much information as I can, but doing it over the game takes a lot more time than actually doing it over, like, this kind of medium, like Discord. You know, if Discord had a connection with the game, then, you know, like a dual kind of contact within it that you could actually talk while playing the game, then...
I'll be honest, Kenny, I got no idea what you're talking about. You speak so slow and rhythmically that I'm like, wait, what?
He's talking about how Discord is an easier way to transfer information to new people.
Oh, yes. Accurate. It's probably the Scottish accent. I'm just like, translator, please. Translator.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, It's factual. And don't sit here and act like, Freya, that you're not lusting over this Scottish accent.
He does have a nice accent.
I knew it. And he's in the military.
He does.
He looks good in a kilt.
I've had a long life, you know.
Kevin says his accent isn't that bad. Well, that's a relative statement. Kenny's actually... he can definitely lay it on thick. Let's just say it that way.
I mean, he didn't even use any slang, Rev.
And so Scaly back. Don't let Scaly back fool you guys either.
Yeah, Scaly's a Kiwi though. It's different.
It don't matter. He's got an Australian accent, so he can pull one over on the ladies as well.
You want to talk?
Oh, cool! The koala's here. See that accent right there? That's why you can never understand him. That's a thick accent.
Speaking the bees.
Yeah. Kevin says I worked with a guy who grew up in Glasgow, and he would go full Glaswegian on me. Yeah. I mean, I could throw out, Cajun French or a Acadian, but I mean, everybody's got a regional. If you get too thick in it, only certain people understand. So.
Not everyone, Rev.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, like Scotland has so much different dialects. You've got different dialects from different towns.
You know what? When you were talking about a lot.
Oh wow!
Now they're intentionally trying to confuse people.
This show has derailed so beautifully right now. Well, if you're watching right now, if you got questions about the game, throw them down before. Is Proton Tokens being introduced yet? No. Though I am so glad somebody mentioned that. If y'all would be as kind as to every Seeking survey you get, type in. Tell them that you want the Photon Token idea. That it's wonderful. They will only do it if you push it. You should always be like, yo, this was a fantastic idea. Y'all actually had a good idea. I know it's a shocker.
Well, weren't they throwing out the idea of you being able to transport different characters to your ship from your base if your ship was away from your base?
I think people were throwing out that idea. I don't think I've ever remembered Scopely doing that. And back when Scopely would do dev Q&As, I saved a lot of their responses. So I don't remember that.
It's going to walk 3 feet across the bridge to change seats. Little land transporter.
Yes.
And when Scaly doesn't sound like a robot, this is what he sounds like, everybody. Oh, Scaly, you need to send me pictures of kangaroos in your backyard again.
Wow. Austin says the Appalachian accent is the hardest to understand. I think I think almost every accent that is extremely thick with a heavy drawl is hard to understand. I mean, it's one of the reasons that I work so diligently on enunciating and articulating the way that I do so that I don't sound like the typical individual from Louisiana. I don't want to have, and I still have a Southern accent, but it's one of those that I can speak to anybody that speaks English across the world in a way that they'll understand what I'm saying.
Rev, I hate to burst your bubble there.
No, you don't.
But I can really hear your Louisiana accent.
No, you can't. No.
Yes, I can, actually.
No, you're hearing a Southern accent. That is not the same.
No.
No. There's definitely some French notes in there, guy.
Yeah, it's extremely subtle. If it gets extremely thick and you talk with this and that, and that's way different than how I speak. Like when TH literally is removed from the English language.
That, guys.
Yeah, that's not the same.
What I find interesting is that people can try and put on different accents and get them horribly wrong. But sometimes they get them really, really cracking.
Yeah.
Because you really just didn't care what they're going to come out with, do you?
Scott's Matt says that I've got that Scott Bakula NOLA accent. There you go. Yeah, because his is terrible, but he still is fantastic in NCIS. So
yes, he is.
But his accent is terrible. It's awful. It's really bad. But anyway, Tara says, has anyone tested the North Star increasing mining speed according to Hellstat? Yes. It is not broken. It works great. It just displays incorrectly. So I guess you could say something's broken. But the North Star is the fastest 3-star miner. We have tested it several times because that is its claim to fame. And it is the fastest. You just have to watch it a lot. Like, you have to keep your eye on it and just be like, yo, keep mining.
I need 4-star advances for mining.
Well, you're well, so you can just pay for it when it comes out.
The North Star is like your 10-minute test. You put it on a note, 10 minutes later.
There you go.
Replace it.
The North Star used to be the base busters, we called it.
Fastest miner with a hot me sign, with a hit me sign. I mean, the thing with the North Star is, if it's not on like a mining Monday, you can really get away with maxing out a North Star's cargo. Very few people are out hunting North Stars, at least on the servers that I play on. So now if it's on a mining event day, yeah, it's getting popped. But I've had a lot of success by just throwing my North Star out there and completing the quick daily. Because y'all know I only do the 1750 pulls. So I only need a North Star to go finish mine and be done instead of spending 3 hours mining like some of you weirdos. I don't do all that. I don't waste my time.
It's all about mind management, putting your timers on and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah. Y'all can do that. I am so happy that y'all have that patience.
Back 9 hours later and empty it.
Yeah, no thanks. Y'all can continue to do that, and I will continue to support you. But that's not. I don't identify as a miner. I just don't.
I will say that my base is 13 seconds from a crystal node, and I spend like 23 hours, 59 minutes a day on that node.
There must be a system outreachable for someone else then.
Paul says the North Star is also a great warship when you can build it. I would say at 18, it can be a very, very good ship. It's I'm hesitant to call it a warship though, because it's not a warship. Like when it goes against a real warship, it gets its butt kicked. But when you get it at level 18, if you're patient, you take it up to like tier 7 at level 18, which you can do without, buying a pack because you just do the augment missions and stuff. Yeah, it definitely is a very powerful ship, but it's still not a warship. A good Kira, which I tell people to scrap, will whoop the butt of any North Star all day, every day. Like tier for tier, North Star has no chance against a Kira. None.
But for PvE, it can carry you a long time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you really want to play the game hardcore, you could take that North Star all the way to a 32 ship. If you really want to be like a hardcore, this is my thing.
I'm hardcore already. I've got my max North Star. I did that for a while. That's on my EU account now.
I just informed the dev who was in the video that he is now going to be referred to as the janitor from now on. He's the janitor. So.
Oh, I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah.
Did he laugh at you yet?
Not yet. He's probably in the process of blocking me. Probably in the podcast. Y'all have ruined one of my sources. How dare you? I'm
You're
gonna
the one that sent him the message, so.
To be fair, they messaged me first. So.
Please tell me you have that on a shirt.
Wait, have what on a shirt?
To be fair, you use it like every other phrase.
You do.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. Carry there.
Key phrase.
You're the Irish there, to be fair.
Bless your heart.
Give the guy a break. He's a ginger. Of course he's fair. He's as fair as they come.
Yeah, it's genetic. I can't help it.
He's got that no soul fairness going on.
Freya, I've seen you. You're not exactly heavy in the soul department either.
Hey, this is dyed. Thank you very much. I have a soul underneath of this hair dye.
Oh, Rev. She just put you in your place.
Not really.
Oh, really?
No, not really. I was going to say something, but I'm like, I can't make a sexist joke on the YouTube stream. I'll have to wait for Twitch.
Yeah, that's not
Dang it!
recommended.
Dang it! I was right there. I was like, you know what? Nope. Everybody's going to see the wholesome stream. Wholesome. Nothing but wholesomeity here.
You can be.
I mean, everybody's allowed to hate on
around
it.
me, Rev. You should have not let me in there.
No, I don't mind having you here, Freya. I mean, unlike most people, I'm okay with you being around. So,
We all love Freya.
You don't even know who that is,
Aw,
Misty.
I love you too.
Excuse me?
To be fair.
Have you met
If
Freya?
I remember correctly, I think she's in the pirate ladies room for the ladies only. So I think I know who she is.
Who gave her that
Yeah,
role?
well
I gave her the role. Joe says no one hates Rev. Joe, you would be very mistaken. Very mistaken. If I could introduce you to the whale Discord, you would be very mistaken. Like, there are plenty of people who dislike the pompous, arrogant narcissist that is Rev Deuce.
Yeah, we all hate Rev. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an everybody hate Rev's like channel. That's all it is.
I mean, you've grown on me, Rev. There was that one time that I referred to you as a completely different nickname that definitely rhymes with your current name.
I've gotten people banned for that, by the way.
She's like a fungus. If he sticks around, he'll grow.
That is disgusting, Dark Lord. Joe says that's the comment of mine you picked. Can't help it, Joe. You typed it. All I did was read it. That's it. Should I go back and level up Akira if I already have a tier 4 Vocalist? No. You should just ride that Vocalist into Swarm Space, kill every OPC Franklin you can find, and then do your dailies. There's a whale-specific Discord. Michael, there are several whale-specific Discords. There's an official one. There's an official VIP one. There's an unofficial one headed by one of the top spenders of all time in this game. There's another one besides that. There are a lot of whale-specific areas. It's like a bunch of VIP rooms at the casino.
You never know, there might start being server Discords.
I mean, I am in, I think, 3 dozen server Discords, maybe 4 dozen now. I'm in a lot of server Discords.
I know, me too. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Ooh, Steve says, what about an advanced school built to send officers to let them spend time there and grow and tip your ship? There are 4 open spots inside the station. An officer's school, like a Starfleet Academy type thing? That would be cool. That would be cool.
Is that not what the second building you built? That's the ops.
Yeah. Yeah. Except the Starfleet Academy here only makes them stronger. It doesn't level them up. So I'll say this, like, y'all say y'all want to have your officers leveled up immediately, but as soon as you're out of officers to level up and you have a domination event, you're going to be very, very frustrated. Very frustrated.
Yeah, definitely. I've been in that tricky situation. And
Did you put your stream, Rev?
No.
Ship XP and all that as well, you know. So.
Stream's still up. Stream's still going. Don't scare me like that. Gosh.
No, mine went black.
Well, once you go black, you're going to need a wheel. Well, technically, I'm just quoting from an amazing movie called White Chicks, which is not sexist or racist at all. So,
And has definitely put that one song in a category of its own.
Excuse me.
I miss you.
And I need you. Making my way downtown.
When are you going to build your jelly?
When I tell you what, Craig, you give me, I think I need probably $200 to buy the pack so I can get the buildings done, and then I can start the ISS Jelly build. And then I can have an ISS Jelly reveal video the same week that No One Shall puts out his Katinga reveal video. Is no one still here? Because no one's got his Katinga, I think he's ready to build it now.
3 days, 30 some hours, something like that.
There you go. For those asking about the notes, put them on screen. If there's something specific you're wanting to see, just let me know and I'll swap it, because I had that. They're pulled up as different screenshots, so I have to just shift through them in my little menu up here. Let me know if there's something missing that you want to read, see, or do, and we will accommodate you. I'm being screamed at. Somebody just said, Rev Armada. I'm like, what? But they did it in all caps and got my attention. Oh, it's in Juji Poo Poo. Oh, I love Juji Poo Poo.
I believe it's called Jigglypoof.
No, it's Juji Poo Poo.
Are you speaking English?
Juji Poo Poo. It's a Klingon system. Juji Poo Poo.
I'll refer to that as Juji Poo Poo from now on.
Juji Poo Poo.
I will refer to it as GG Poo Poo from now on.
It's like, where did you launch the Armada? Juji Poo Poo. Oh, okay. I'll head there now. Juji Poo Poo. In fact, I think I should make a t-shirt with the Armada logo above Juji Poo Poo.
Please do.
What? See, Powell just said rip Terry Crews. Hold on. Please. Wait, what? You're going to have me Googling right now. Terry Crews.
I swear to God.
Terry Crews is still alive, you jerk.
That's just mean.
Yeah, I Googled it. I had to be sure.
He
says,
mac and cheese.
Once I faction lock, does the rep go down but not the status, or does the number stay locked at 10? It stays locked at 10, So once you get 10, so you'll see like on my server here, I am tri-faction, but I'm only dual locked at the moment. But I'm locked at 10 million each on Fed and Klingon. It will not go below 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and lock out my Romulan rep. And I should have done this forever ago, but as you all are aware, and I have made a public statement apologizing for this, I am lazy. So anyway, on to Juji Poo Poo. Is there any reason to go celebrate it if I'm level 32? Just to throw a party. I think that would be fun. Yeah, just celebrate, throw a party. You're level 32 now. Congratulations. Are you sure the Tier 9 Stella is slower than the Vidar? It has a speed of 125. I was going to see if it was good to help my alliance of base defense and kill miners. The Vidar has a base speed of 125. The Stella's base speed is 85.
Stella base speed improves as it tiers up, though.
It does. I'm trying to remember what a Tier 9 is. I don't remember.
Give me a second. I can check.
Granted, how many people have Tier 9 Stellas?
I think one of my guys does.
Yeah.
126.
A maxed one might be equal to, but I don't think it's better than a Vidar. It might be equal.
And thanks for reminding me about the Devore. I have to go upgrade it.
Yeah, remember, once you tier up your divorce the same way as the Vidar, your refineries for those sections get better. So, hey,
Well,
LaRooster, what's up, buddy?
Don't mind for lack very often.
I mean, I'll admit that, like, if I'm doing nothing, it is kind of nice to throw out a Latinum miner and then just refine for another 100 to 200 Latinum every now and then. So, I don't mind it. Dart Trooper, that is key. I mean, the Stellar research is huge, which everybody knows that I don't have a lot of Stellar research thrown in. So, the Stella is DJ's ship. The Vidar is mine. So, if you go to DJ, he's going to tell you build 13 Stellas. If you come to Rev, he's going to tell you to build 2 Vidars. And, you know, it's kind of like a preference thing. Level 45 Stellas, 125 speed. Oh, there you go. Now, I'll still take a max Vidar over a max Stella personally, but that's a personal choice and preference there.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, Matt, 2 Vidars.
Someone's telling me that don't get the Kumari from my server.
What level are you?
Level 24.
I mean, you can get it because it's free. You get one in the research tree.
Like I'm a level, he's a level 28 and he has a Sally.
I mean, a Saladin's a way better ship. I mean, if you build the Kamari, you probably don't want to take it past maybe tier 5 or so, and you just use it for dailies.
I'm working on a T6 Vakalos right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably skip the Kamari if you want to save some time and resources, or you can build it for some basic base cracking and stuff. I just wouldn't put a lot of resources into it.
I cracked a base just recently, like yesterday or the day before, like a small level 20 base, and I cracked it open with it. Barely any damage.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, you can build it, just wouldn't take it up very high if you do. Very legitimate to skip it, and holy crap, this thing is moving at like warp 7. Holy glitchy enterprises, Batman. Wow.
I might just go for since I'm Federation and Klingons, I'm maybe thinking of like skipping the what's it called? The Mayflower. Go for D3.
Well, I did a video, if you want to go check them out, about what ships you should skip if you're planning to be free to play. That's out, and generally I recommend skipping all the 26 ships anyway. So.
Okay. Like I can't. I've heard a lot of things about the Vidar.
The correct answer about the Vidar is it's one of the best ships in the game, and get it. Have I seen the moonwalking red hostile? Yeah, Scooby, I actually love it when they're flying backwards. I think that's hilarious. I don't know why, but it makes me giggle every time a hostile spawns and it's flying backwards. And what I also love is the icon is backwards too. So, like if you zoom out, it's still flying backwards, and you zoom in, it's flying backwards. I love that.
Like, if I could battle against my ships, like my key, like I had all the Enterprise crew on my Vakalos. And I have most of the Klingon Patriots on my Kihara at T6. And
Clayton, I still say skip. I would still say skip the D3 at level 26. You just build it at level 34. That's personally, I think you don't put in the crystal into the D3 until later in the game when you're no longer using it. Once you get to level 34, you're no longer dumping a lot of crystal into anything. So.
That T6 is gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah, Jason, exactly. Let's see. What else do we have here? Have you gotten into the territory game play? If so, I mean, I have. How has your group server gone about collecting all 3 particles? Motorcycle, so like on server 43 and Freya's in it, we control an area of all 3. And then what we did, and Tenchi was really integral in this, is we set up a coalition to basically bring in anybody who needed particles. So
we lost those today, Ref.
Our server is doing okay.
I wasn't
but
on
this
on
one
that.
person is a griefer. We're getting griefers in our server.
Every server has it. That's no big deal.
No, like we have 2 of them.
Oh well.
Like, they're literally making some people quit the game.
Well, people should get thicker skin if a griefer makes them quit. That's pretty sad.
Sure, like I used to be at that point, like I wanted to quit multiple times, but no. And I even have an alt account on the same server, but I hardly ever use it anyways. And it's stuck on level 9.
But then that also have a transfer token for you to do whatever you want to do. If you want to go on and carry on and make another alliance, then that's up to you how you do that, isn't it?
I might just make my
game's about
alliance
experience.
because, like,
You're bored and
the alliance I'm in, I am doing like the alliances that they're in. My alt is in the alliance that we're going at war with, basically. I didn't even know that until a little.
Commander, how do you get 4? There's not 4 particles. How do you get 4 particles? You got a 4th particle we don't know about? If you got a 4th particle, you better tell us what it is right now.
Uh-huh.
You better tell us what that 4th particle is.
Oh, I got a 5th envoy being want to be built in a second. Kihara? Nope, they're not going to be built.
The Metreon particle.
What?
Oh. There are 5 particles. Very nice reference, Matt. Very nice reference.
I've seen people like our highest player in our server is level 50, and I think he has like I've seen some people with the Enterprise. That ship, I want that ship.
Let's see. Williams says, thankful our griefers get tired of griefing. Now it's just war griefing. I said that's just part of the game. Doesn't bother me at all. Somebody blows you up. The good thing about this game is you just repair the ship. It's literally not worth crying about.
Literally, like, there's at least about a few alliances that are at war currently right now. Me, like, my alliance XWAR versus PLB, and like one one war, like other allies of that person, like of going to war with, they intervened and they set them KOS as well. So I'm not very into the war aspect.
Yeah, logic. Yeah, I mean the Metreon I don't really count because that's like an extra separate thing. But I get the whole Metreon. It is a real particle. I don't really count that because it's not necessarily a territory control particle. It's something different. But anyway,
it's part of a 3-star territory that you need for research later on in the research tree.
Yeah, it's a very specific one.
Rev,
what's up, Misty?
are they gonna bring in Ferengi characters just for the Devore, or are they not gonna do that?
I made a whole video about that. Will they? I don't know. I mean, I know they've discussed it several times. The last time they discussed it was right when I made my video. They had a conversation about it. Whether it actually happens, I don't know.
I'm surprised that wasn't already on the plan since they made the Devore to begin with.
It's that was never
It just seems odd to have a Devore that's a Ferengi ship, but
Could
you
be.
don't really have the correct officers, technically. I put that in quotes.
Well, I mean,
to mine it, but
you also don't have Andorian officers, and you get Andorian ships. So
yeah,
that's obviously something that needs to be questioned.
you get one Andorian officer, but nobody uses that officer, and you have multiple Andorian ships, including one Andorian ship that's still not released in the game. So.
And this is why I was asking if they're going to be like bringing more of those out so that we had a better like playing field and different options with characters for certain ships.
Yeah. What they need most of all is they need my market inventory idea. But we'll see. I'm still pushing for that. Hopefully that hasn't died down. We get more people to kind of throw that some love, but I think that's needed more than new officers. I mean, I'm down for the new officers that are coming out. More so even though I like Rare Uhura, something tells me she might even be thrown behind an auction. But the mining officers will be nice. So, to be fair, I don't know what race either one of them are.
But in TOS, Uhura is just a communications officer. So what's the point in having her as a bridge officer?
Well, she's on the bridge. So,
but she's just the communications officer. So why not make her the lower part of the?
I don't understand what you're asking. There's only 2 options in this game: lower decks and bridge. So, I mean, why would you not give her a bridge ability? Oh, William Sulu is not worth promoting. No.
The original Uhura, not the new Uhura. Original.
What about her?
All she did was communications. So why would you put her one of the bridge officer spots?
Because she was the communications officer on the bridge. It's not like she was the communications officer on deck 11 and they were radioing down to her.
Communications have a big thing to do with combat, though. I mean, identifying where ships are and stuff.
The communications officer on a real life battleship is on the bridge too.
Yeah.
Now they'll have a radio room, but all that's on the bridge.
Have you ever played Chinese Whispers?
No, can't say that I have.
It's when you whisper somebody something in the rear, and they've got to pass it on along.
Yeah. We have played that game. We just call it different things.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I think we call it telephone.
Yeah, we don't make something racist for no reason, Kenny.
Well, it's
just randomly racist. Yeah, we call it Chinese Whispers. No reason, just Chinese Whispers.
How about a random prime for a 4th bridge officer?
If you want a 4th bridge officer, get an Enterprise.
That would be a bad idea. A Fork Bridge officer?
But don't use Spock as your third one.
Why do you gotta take all my fun away?
Because you don't deserve fun. You're a filthy Coloradian.
Hey, it snowed.
It snowed here too. We got like 6 inches last night.
Yeah,
Wait,
we got it. 6 inches.
what?
You got 6 inches last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 more than he already had.
They got 6 inches last night, but then it was by this morning it had gone.
It actually had melted most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing places in Texas was getting snow. I'm like,
Dallas got, I think, 6 or 8 inches a few nights ago.
I told Texas, I was like, Texas, you need to be either drinking your beer or something because.
Yes, Jason, she is a Coloradian. Yep, she lives inside of Cheyenne Mountain, right next to the Stargate. Has a little cot set up and everything.
Yep.
Dragon says they've never seen snow. Dragon, you're either really young or you live in Belize. So.
Or Fiji. And if you live in Fiji, I'm kind of jelly.
Billy says he's waiting on the Armstrong, the Vengeance, and the Narada. I know the Armstrong has a model in the game. I know the Vengeance has been worked on, but I don't know if that's ever going to get released in the game. And as far as the Narada, that's the Vidar. Sorta. Kinda. A little bit. Basically. Kinda, sorta. A little bit. Kinda. A little bit.
Were we just going to keep saying that? Kinda, little bit, kinda.
To be fair, I only said it like 10 times.
There you go. To be fair again.
That one was intentional. Like now you're making me self-conscious. I'm just gonna have a shirt that says "To be fair," and I'm just gonna point to it every time. I'm no longer going to say it. I'm just gonna point to the shirt.
It would save you time, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The Vidar is the baby Narada, Ardoc, and that's why I named it the baby Narada in the video I made about the Vidar like a year ago. If y'all look at the screen cap, it says baby Narada. Kevin wants the Defiant. Why does everybody want the Defiant? Why can't y'all want something else?
Because the Defiant
Deep Space Nine is one of the best series out there.
You know what? Here's what I hope they do.
Get another
Scopely will probably leave that till the end then. You know?
Actually, I wouldn't mind a Jem Hadar ship. Can't lie.
We got 3 Kirks, 3 Spocks. We're going to get a 3rd Enterprise.
Yeah, what? Here's what Scopely's going to do. Here's what Scopely's going to do.
Section 31 Enterprise.
Scopely's going to come out with DS9, but they're going to give you the USS Valiant instead of the USS Defiant.
Here's how much of a Trekkie I am, right? Back when Deep Space Nine came out, I bought every VHS out there that came out. I have the entire collection unopened.
That is so cool because
penny on eBay.
in 100 years, that'll be worth $6. It'll be awesome. That is pretty cool.
Well, I know. I was thinking it was going to be worth like in 20 years. I thought it was going to be worth like.
When Star Trek took off and like everybody watches it 24/7, what you should have done is buy the originals of Star Wars and kept those sealed. Those are probably worth a little bit of money. Like if you got some betas, like some old betas, yeah. I don't know.
But they're only good in it. They're only good in England because they're the old VHS, and I bought them when I was in England. Back when I was a wee little lad in England.
UK had different VHS players than America.
Yeah, they're different code. There's a different code. It's like the DVD.
Oh well, that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's better quality.
We just had a Hermione Granger moment in the chat. Logic's Finest says it's Ketracel White, not Tetracell. Thank you, Logic, for that demeaning way of correcting an individual. We appreciate it.
But don't they have a Dominion officer already in the game?
No. What game? Maybe in timelines. Not here.
Who cares about timelines?
Yeah, who cares about timelines?
What's going to take to get you on server 52?
Server 52? I'm literally on server 51.
I know. We want you on server 52.
All right, here's Dragon Keeper. I'll tell you right now. If you want me on server 52, you have to get your whales and dolphins together and be like, yo, we want this guy, but he doesn't want to start over from scratch. Y'all have got to fund the account. And then don't tell Scopely that they're funding the account because it's probably a breach of TOS. So if you can make that happen, we'll work something out.
Up to what level?
25-ish. Give me to a Vidar.
Who's this guy?
I'll get that to level 25 in 2 days. Come on now.
2
That's only
days.
a couple $100.
A couple $100. Yo, my level 51 account is like still 13. Y'all are insane. I don't think y'all realize how expensive it is to level up at the beginning. Like if you're going to straight pay.
I got to level 14 in 8 hours.
That's some serious cash drop, Dragon.
No, didn't hardly spend anything.
Logic, I was just messing with you. So if you're new here, I tell a lot of jokes, but my type of humor is very... All right, one, I have multiple types of humor. One is dad joke. 2 is dark, but that's usually only for Twitch. But then I make like off-cut comments, but I say them as if I'm 100% serious. My wife hates this. I get her with it all the time. I'll say something where I'm joking, but I say it 100% serious manner. I mean, the way I do it to my wife.
Sarcasm.
Exactly. Yeah. Very dry. So like, I'll tell, my wife or something like, because sometimes you have real conversations. Like what happens if our parents, start not being able to take care of themselves, and will straight face, no empathy, be like, well, they're just on their own. They're not moving here. Just straight up, like they can die. I don't care.
Wow, Rev.
Okay, but that's the thing. I'm saying it's a very dry. You gotta and it gets her every time, and it's hilarious because she we'll get into. I'll let it go into like a whole 5-minute almost yelling argument before I bust out laughing, and she hates it.
You sleep on the couch a lot, don't you?
Sense of humor.
It's like, you really think I'd let your parents just die? Like, no. Gosh.
But you sleep on the couch a lot, don't you?
No. I'm not one of those it's my house. I pay for it. I ain't sleeping anywhere but where I paid for. So no. If you want to be mad at the other side of the bed, you just be mad over there. Enjoy your mad spot. I hope it keeps you nice and warm at night.
Why do I get this image that pops up on Facebook, and the chick is going, he's thinking about other girls, and he's going, how can I get that part for the 69 Mustang that I need? How come I see you doing one of those, Rev? How can, your wife is going...
It's probably more likely he's trying to figure out how to crew his ships better.
And all I can see is Rev little thought bubble. How can I irritate my wife today with
Staying power.
All right, so I just logged in my level 51. I'm going to put it up on the main viewer for all of you Trekkie nerds.
You're level 51?
Level 51, that's awesome.
Yeah, my level 51 account.
Yeah, I'd be like, wow, Rev, you bypassed everybody.
And you called me a whale.
Yeah, no, it's a special account just from Scopely. They made it just for me. Just for me. I'm the only one on it, though. It's this only one on the server. It's terrible.
All right. So you keep winning all those auctions.
You know me.
I want the transporter patterns to put another auction out and give you full unlocks for like 30k transporter patterns, like they did with 6 or 10.
Did y'all just hear something in Scottish?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I want
10. Keep up, Rev.
Translator! I need a translator!
Yeah,
Can you understand it? You see,
transporter patterns. Transporter patterns. You should get more officer. The full unlocks of the officers for 30k transport patterns. So
more epic.
Before I forget.
Don't forget to bring in your animals. It's cold outside. They're cold too.
Unless you have an English Mastiff Saint Bernard that looks at you like, no, I'm not moving.
Well, then they can stay outside and freeze to death. All right, there's my level 13 account in the background for all those curious about what a level 13 account looks like. There you go.
And Rev, Elvis was made for the snow.
Elvis is the most overrated singer of all time.
Okay, and I'm talking about a dog.
I mean, he was a dog. He was extremely sexist. Logic says, I would like to see the Tholians in the game. I would love to see the Tholians in the game. And that, would be a great time to have Tholian's Web and everything during the original series arc.
I would like to see the Gorn in the game, too.
I could give or take the Gorn. Personally.
Well, I mean, they are in game, but if they're bringing in the TOS, I would like to see more Gorn.
Okay. Fine.
More for.
Because I mean, yes, in Star Trek Fleet Command you do have Gorn missions, but I want the I
want the Gorn missions, I don't want just the Gorn missions. I want the Gorn missions.
Oh, Rev.
Matt says, I think the Tholians are menacing due to their mystery. It's actually one of the reasons I would actually prefer they leave them alone, because I don't necessarily want Star Trek Fleet Command moving into the area of controversial canon. You know what I mean? Like, too many questions mark, too much gray area. Star Trek Online does that already. I'm like, y'all can leave that alone. That's cool.
What about the Orions?
They're in the game.
Yeah, but we don't have the Orion character.
But you can't buy them. So what's up with that? Daniel says, how about Mud's women? Oh, man, you gotta love 23rd century polyamory. Gotta love it. 100% chance to negate male officers' abilities. Okay, Daniel, now you're playing upon the presumption that men are unable to resist feminine wiles, and that's just simply not true. Simply not true. In fact, I have found as a male, the more you're around feminine wiles, the less effective they are. But the minute you are no longer around the wiles, then they're even more effective than before. It's like a critical hit. It's like it's extra effective.
Just out of curiosity, are your eyes brown by any chance?
No.
I could have sworn, because you're full of...
This is YouTube. Behave.
Freya doesn't know how.
Oh God, I'm definitely not.
Freya does not know how to behave. Daniel says Sulu is immune. That's funny. I'm actually pretty upset that George Takei is not one of the new officers being released.
Sulu?
That is who played Sulu, yes. Oh my.
They didn't pay him enough on his likeness.
He was good on Celebrity.
I mean, how much do they have to pay Shatner's company? Like, I don't know if they have to pay or they just need permission, but like, I can't imagine that getting
conceivable,
William Shatner to do anything is an enjoyable experience. And sorry for all Star Trek fans out there, Bill Shatner is has the reputation of being a complete jerk. So,
well, what about Leonard Nimoy? Is his son giving Scopely and CBS the rights?
No clue. That would be a great question for. And I will say this: I'm waiting on a response, but there are two devs that I've talked to over the past, year, 2 years, or whatever that we've been doing this game, and I invited one on for just a straight Star Trek talk, like no game. We just sit down and have a podcast talking Star Trek. And they said they would only do it if this other one joined with them. So I'm waiting on that response. So maybe we can glean some insight from that. But I actually am really looking forward to having just a straight Star Trek conversation and getting an idea of how much do they love Star Trek. Like, are they passionate like me? Are they lame? Do they have the red, yellow, and blue underwear like I do? Like, how deep does it go?
Well, do you have a backless? That's the thing.
Yeah.
A backless. What is it?
Yeah, I've got a
You've
back-
got one of those, haven't you?
Yeah.
Backless.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I've also been watching Forged in Fire. It's a blacksmithing competition show. Makes me really want to start doing that myself.
That's an awesome show.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna get some serious burns right there.
Yeah.
Rev, you doing actual manual labor? Unheard
No,
of.
it's a TV series on Netflix called Forged in
I imagine
Fire.
his hands have got to be like butter soft.
Okay, so
It's all about melting metal.
this is it's, believe it or not, shocker to most people. Like, I do all my own car work. I have done a engine work on my own cars. I used to do street racing, so had to build up my own cars. When it comes to actually, no, it's not just you though. There's a legitimate thing. Like, Rev has never gone outside. It's funny though, like the
It's the pail.
idea. Well, that I have legitimately tried to tan, and I cannot do it. I can't do it.
It's because you're red hair.
I just burn. I just burn.
Yeah. It's just the red hair. That's what it is.
Gingivitis, guys.
Yeah, I've got gingivitis. There you go. That is a great dad joke, by the way. Shout out Dark Lord. Just like from the top rope with a random dad joke. He's got gingivitis. It's actually really good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was Harv, not Dark Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all sound alike. Y'all both have equally random deep voices. Like, I imagine both of you have got like 13 months of beard growth, and you're just sitting in flannel with an axe on top of a log chair that you made yourself, playing Star Trek Fleet Command on your phone. So
Hey, prove that wasn't me that said that.
there you go. See, who said that? Was that Dark Lord or Harv? We will never
That
know.
was Dark Lord.
We won't know. We really won't know. Like, and the chat, because believe it or not, we still have got like 300 people watching the stream, which is amazing. For those listening in chat, does it not sound like both of these individuals that are speaking are not the type of people that you would hear complaining nonstop about how their hands are too big for their cell phone? Like, they can't navigate the touch
I
screen.
legit thought it was the same person talking.
Yeah.
No, I
only
know a
use the
difference in
Galaxy
both of their
Note phones
voices.
because they're so big.
I have an S10 Plus, so yeah.
Harv's walking around here with a freaking iPad. Like, yeah, it's got calling on it. LG right here. No thanks.
I have a Samsung
That's
Note
good.
20.
Samsung S9 right here. If we're calling out random phones that we own.
Samsung
I got the
S10e.
Note 20 Ultra, baby.
See, everybody talks about Rev having
Yeah,
money.
mine's
Everybody else
also
got newer
10,000.
phones than me. It's not fair.
Samsung AS21.
AT&T
daughter's got
gave me
an
mine for
S10e.
free, so.
I have a stylist.
Dark Trooper says, I thought you had a great voice throwing ability. Well, I mean, I have many talented, and I am extremely talented with my mouth, but that is not something I'm very talented with. So.
Crickets, anybody?
I was wondering if any of the
What's
Twitch
the
crowd
best-
was
what's
willing
the
to
best
push it,
reset?
or if they're just going to we're going to let it go. We're going to wait till Friday.
Oh, I'm waiting till Friday.
Matt says, I don't own a
Jackpot.
cell phone. I don't want to talk to people. Matt, how did you find Star Trek
Cell
Fleet Command?
phones are computers, Michael.
We're not going to get a live stream in the morning, Rev?
No, because I'm actually going to make an informative video instead of making a live stream that tells you nothing. So
This is just catch up for us guys.
What are the odds on it taking 12 hours for this update?
we should do a betting pool actually, and put some money in. I'd take the over on that. 12 hours. I'd take the over. This is a big update.
I'll take the under.
Technically, that was probably your crash this morning, by the way. Was a lot of that update already being pushed? So your maintenance.
I'm gonna guess
Why I
14
had a gold
hours.
bubble around my base
Yeah.
this morning.
Your maintenance
Well, did y'all
shouldn't
notice
be
like
that
a lot
bad.
of the icons changed this weekend?
For what? What kind of icons?
like the Federation, they're putting on the Romulan icons updated like in your dailies.
You probably need to clear your catch.
You mean cache?
Thank you. That word. Good job, guy.
Yeah, clear your catch. That catch basin you've got in your phone. Can you empty it out? You empty out your catch basin?
Like to clear your catch.
Okay, guys.
I don't use cash. I only use my debit card.
Good night, Misty.
I still who still writes
Misty.
checks? Anybody still write checks?
Only to pay my rent.
I do because my water department doesn't take online payments anymore.
What's a check?
You said they don't take online payments
I've never been rich
anymore,
enough to
so
use
they
one.
went backwards?
Yeah, they just stopped taking online payments like 2 or 3 months ago.
I can't believe how many people are saying they
processor
still write
as well.
checks. Wow, that's a. I can say honestly, while I've cashed them from when I've gotten paid, I have never written a check in my life.
And to pay child support because I need a record.
I've never once written a check. LaRooster just called me a cheapskate. No, I have, like, okay, we're living in an era. See, my phone has an NFC chip in it. I do touch to pay. I literally just tap.
How
Bam,
old
paid.
are you, Rev?
30?
He's a kid.
So I just
I'm
got
starting
off
to think
work.
maybe that's why.
I just got off work. Rev, is there going to be a new ship?
No.
That makes sense. I'm looking at these officers we're seeing on screen, though.
Yeah, there are 5 new officers coming.
Somebody on my alliance showed me the 2 mining ones.
Well, now you can
Right
see
about
the
the mining ones.
non-mining ones.
Does the new battle pass start tomorrow?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, it's so exciting. Battle Pass, woohoo! Brandon says I use a check to tithe the church because I want to make sure the church is getting the money last. I give them a check. You're the last one to get my money. Yeah, anytime my church has got, well, I haven't been in a little bit, but anyway, even the church has got pay by text message. So you usually just text in the amount that you want to pay, and bam, you paid the church. Write a check. What is this, 1943? That's like when I hear the news and they're talking about sending out stimulus checks, I'm sitting here going like, wait, like an actual check? Like, I'm gonna need y'all to direct deposit this. This is 2021. Y'all got to direct deposit. Like, I don't know what y'all think this is. A check?
You're making me feel old, man.
If you write a check, Freya, that's on you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just sitting here going like,
I use checks.
like,
I'm like 4 years older than you, apparently.
like,
Freya,
but,
when I lived in my apartment 9 years ago, my landlord would only take the rent payment by check, and that's it. So I got a bunch of checkbooks from my bank. It's been 9 years. I'm still not out of them yet. That's all I use them for is rent.
Yeah, I've had that problem too, unfortunately, in the past.
I've got to order checks this month.
whoa! You have to pay. Whoa! You have to pay for checks?
Yeah, it's like $35 for a
Whoa! You have to spend money so that you can spend your money.
Yes,
that's all right. We're going to have to go into a financial segment of this because that is just, that's just
okay,
not.
Nobody tell Rev Deuce about Ticketmaster.
First off, what's wrong with Ticketmaster?
Oh my God, you don't know.
I said nobody tell him. He's okay. He doesn't need to know. Nobody tell him.
I'll just Google it later, I guess.
Have you ever listened to Movie Phone? I'm curious.
No.
Oh,
No clue what that is.
You used to have to call in the movie theater and listen to the time shows and stuff.
Whoa! You used to call the movie theater to get listings?
Yeah, for the movie times.
Okay, wait, Rev.
I just go to the Cinemark app. There's an app for that.
time out, Rev.
Yeah,
we're the
he used
same
to go
age.
online
When I
for
was a
that.
kid, my parents did that, so you remember that too. I know you do.
No. Well, first of all, if
We're
you think
the
my
same
parents
age.
took me to freaking movies, you're hilarious.
Rev, I feel like you're sheltered, man.
I grew up poor. It's not sheltered. It's we had no money. It's
Cell phone.
nobody had money. It's we.
I was one of 5 kids.
Being one of 5 kids does not mean you're broke. It just means
Oh,
there's a
yes,
lot
it
of mouths
does.
to feed. No, it doesn't. It means a lot of mouths to feed. I grew up with roaches and no electricity. I grew up poor. So
I grew up having cold baths.
I literally
cold baths once a week.
I remember growing up and saving up literal pennies and nickels in a paper bag so that me and my father could go eat Popeyes. Y'all talk about being poor as in like you're living check to check. No, I was poor as in literally nothing. Poor. So no, we did not go to movies.
Did you have a TV?
I ended up getting one like in my early teen years. But the first TV experience I remember as a kid, after my parents got divorced and like visited my dad, he had a 6-inch black and white TV that we used the car battery to power so we could watch.
Mobile TV.
But you had electricity. You see, when I grew up,
Whoa, no. Who said we had electricity? We had a car battery. That's not the same as having electricity. It's 2 different things.
Excuse me, a car battery is technically electricity. That's how that works.
Yeah, it kind of powers electrical devices.
Oh,
Literally
wow.
had electricity. Literally.
Okay.
Car parties just
No.
box of explosions.
Electricity is an ongoing electrical current that is connected to your house. A battery is stored
False,
energy.
There's 2 different types of currents.
Electricity.
Yes, there is. Shout out to Tesla who got screwed over by. Anyway, we'll go into that history lesson another day.
Oh my god, if we had Tesla, we would literally have
Duracell?
electricity in
What's
the
that?
air nowadays.
Anyway,
That would have been so much fun.
do you know what popcorn time is? I assume it's when you make your popcorn. I don't know.
No, it was an illegal streaming app that you could watch movies on until they shut it down.
So I remember as a kid is we would go into the school library and download LimeWire or on the computers, and then we would burn our CDs at
As a
school.
kid that went to read books at the library. Not
We
even
would burn
streaming
our
or something,
CDs
didn't
at
even have a
school.
computer.
Oh, hey, you know what you did if you were smart? The first thing you downloaded was LimeWire. What was it, if you were smart?
LimeWire, oh, dearie me. Some kind of music.
No. First thing you download, LimeWire Pro.
Yeah.
You're smart.
I remember
LimeWire
Logic
is so,
says
like,
I'm
very-
And
48.
if you're cheap and you don't mind viruses, Napster.
Yeah, Logic says I'm 48. We had no cell phones, no computers, rotary phones, and the newspaper for news, console televisions, no cable, no air conditioner in the late 70s, early 80s. Only because air conditioning probably hadn't been invented yet.
So how many miles did you walk up the hill both ways, Rev?
Well, that was Logic, not me. But my first job at McDonald's, I actually did walk to work because I did not have a car, nor could I afford one.
My first job in LA was across the street from where I lived. I still found a way to drive into work.
That's just lazy.
No, I'm just kidding. I walked.
That's lazy.
You think the state of California would license me to drive? Please.
I'm
I
surprised.
was so poor, I joined the army when I was 16, so...
Austin says school computers were only used for Age of Empires, AOL, and LimeWire. 100% accurate. And if you're as old as Freya, they were used for Oregon Trail. Yeah, if you're as old as Freya,
Freya's
Oregon
old.
Trail. I think Freya and
Remember
Craig
Oregon
are like
Trail?
the same
That was-
age.
Oh,
You know,
no. You want to know what's even better? A floppy disk that has Carmen Sandiego on it.
Oh, I
Never
love
played it.
San Diego games.
Chris, I
He
will
doesn't
check. I
know
haven't
what
gotten
made
anything
it
yet.
anymore.
I mean, I know who Carmen Sandiego is, but I've never watched. I know Carmen Sandiego because it was a cartoon on like Saturday mornings. I've never played the game.
I've got an old Commodore 64 that you had to load up the games with a tape. You know, like
I had
cassette tape.
the big 20.
Chris, I appreciate it. It just came through.
Them, guys.
Chris just sent me $10 with the message, "Don't be poor." Shout out, Chris. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. By the way, FYI, it's going to take a little bit more than $10 to guarantee that I'm not poor, but I do appreciate the, you know what? I can buy a nice hot and spicy with that one. Oh yeah. We're going
Cute
good
some
tonight.
Popeyes, Rev.
$10 won't buy Popeyes in today's world. The whole world's gotten expensive.
Popeyes is the worst.
But you get two $5 fill-ups at KFC.
Ooh. The KFC thing that I still like is the bowl. I like the bowl, like the potatoes and the corn and the chicken and the cheese.
Oh yeah, that bowl is good.
That is a yummy, yummy bowl.
I had a little blowout at McDonald's one day because they have an option where you can buy a bag or you can pay for a bag.
A bag?
You know, a drive-thru. Yeah, a bag. Like in the UK.
Like for your groceries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a 5 pence surcharge. You know, 5 pence surcharge on getting a bag.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want the bag. So I said to them, I don't want the bag.
Hey, Rev, you want to hear a fun
and they
story?
were
Hey,
like,
John, he's telling a story. Don't be rude.
Fine, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, John, you're fine. But yeah, I was like, I don't want the bag. I don't want to pay your 5 pence like charge for a paper bag that I'm going to put in the bin. You know, this law that come out in the UK, it was more designed on plastic bags. You know, like plastic pollution. You know, to stop that. So I'm like, okay, right. So Asda, or Tesco's, or like all these big supermarkets, they might charge you 5 pence, but they give you the choice to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You can either get your groceries, take the bag. You've got your renewable bags, so you can take that along.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either do it that way, but McDonald's drive-through, if you want your food, they've got to give you a bag. So they ask you at the drive-through, do you want a bag or do you not? Or they're meant to. But I mean, when you read it up on the screen, it comes up, there's your order, and then it comes up 5 pence for your bag. It's like, I don't want a bag. Just give me my food. I'm in a car. I'm in a drive-through. I don't need a bag.
That is incredibly. And they talk about America being a capitalist hellhole. That is bureaucracy.
Well, but
over here though, they'll put everything in a single bag.
There's a doorknob tax in England as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
A doorknob tax.
tax.
What is that?
Well, it's like a bedroom tax. Say you've got 3 bedrooms, and they charge you more because you can house more. That kind of thing.
Well, if you took the doorknobs out.
You still have the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Just to remind everybody, no Kirk
you could put one
Avatar.
doorknob on and have 6 bedrooms in there, and then you could rent out those 6 bedrooms, and you know, you make a lot of money out of it. But if you've got a tax on the 6 bedrooms, you're going to make a lot more for the government, you know, or for your council.
See here, the property taxes here cost basically 3 months worth of rent, so it's tricky to get into that business here. You have to basically have a lot of properties to be profitable in real estate here.
Yeah, because you guys are big on real estaters and things like that, aren't you?
I mean, I'm definitely going to jump in it because I'm all about making some money and exploiting other people to uplift my own family. So I'm here for it. I can't afford to do it effectively yet.
Seamless. No, that's fine. I mean, we've all got to kind of grow and get on there. So.
I can't lie. If this makes me a bad person, it does. My son and daughter are more important than yours. And it's just, I think everybody probably feels that way. So anything I got to do to get them up in life, like I don't want them going to Popeyes with a bag of pennies for food like I did. I don't want them to have those memories at all. I want their memories to be like, yeah, we grew up literally drinking ice cream.
Do you not think that the lack of that opportunity to be able to get it that easy has made it better for you? I mean, this game kind of is like a personification of life. You know, you can't get it just like that. You've got to work for it.
No instant
And it's
gratification.
like,
Yes.
yeah, you've got to kind of work for things in life. You can't just get it on a plate. And all right, yeah, you can have bills that come on with.
Yeah, you can't get it on a plate, but you can pay 5 pence for a bag. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't want the bag, why pay the 5 pence? I mean, that's a bill. I mean, McDonald's.
Hey, Gabe, how you doing,
If
man?
you pay, if they're charging 5 pence for a bag, the amount of people that might not want that bag it's a big margin, you know, when you think about it in a business kind of idea. You know, for a multinational business like McDonald's, you know, 5 pence a bag is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I will say
Especially
this though, McDonald's
especially
is
in a
not that kind of
drive-thru.
corporation.
How much is a pence? Like compared to like a euro?
Right.
Well,
What's the conversion?
£1, right.
a pound is like $1.25.
All right, so how many pence is in a
£1
pound?
is 100 pennies.
100.
Oh, so you're paying 5 pennies for a bag? We've been griping about 5 pennies this whole time?
Yeah, but it's not.
Whoa! This whole
Okay,
time I
right.
thought they were charging $5 for bags. I was legitimately upset. This whole time it's been 5 pennies?
Yeah, 5 pennies. That's what it is. But it's the point of the matter, you know. The fundamental point of the customer should really always be right. And if he doesn't want a bag, you shouldn't have to pay for it.
This entire freaking time, I thought we were griping about $5 bags, which I think is absurd. Take your 5 pence and
From
just get the
McDonald's,
freaking
come
bag.
on, I mean, you can get a few McDonald's for $5.
Oh my god.
Hey, question. I used to live in the UK. Do they still actually charge you an extra tax if they can detect you have a TV in your house to pay for BBC? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I mean, the BBC and the UK have got a TV license scheme. Since they set up the BBC, since they set it up way back in 40 or 30 or even 20, they set it up when we invented, because Scottish man invented the telly, by the way, and they've said, right, well, we're giving you the opportunity to learn shit, or excuse me, sorry, learn information, and we want to put a hold on that, so that's where the licensing coming in there, you know. It's like, we're the country, we'll tell you what to do and what you can say. But that's establishments for you, you know.
Hey, does the van still come driving around? I remember back in the 80s and 90s that if you didn't pay your TV license, there was a van that would drive around and triangulate your signal. So when you were watching TV, they'd come knock on the door.
Yeah, I heard about that when I was living in Reading.
I never knew that the UK was a bunch of communists. I had no idea.
England, Ireland, and Scotland are under a monarch.
No wonder the Irish are fighting to get out, and you did Brexit. If I was getting taxed for having a TV, I'd get out too.
The UK stands for United Kingdom, you know, it's like...
You know that, right?
And the kingdom's not exactly united anymore.
Yeah, but Rev, it's happening over here. Just look at Oregon, right? Say you own a car in Oregon that's worth, say, $30,000 or more.
Uh-huh.
You have to pay a luxury car tax because you own a nice car.
Okay. Yeah, you have something nice. We want to tax the rich people.
Wait, Rev, you are aware that your taxes help pay for PBS, right?
Okay, yeah, that's different than somebody driving around in a van knocking on my door asking for money or my TV. That's different.
I mean, true. My only point is they're not knocking on your door. They're just adding
You know, in the UK, it's actually illegal not to have a TV license. It's actually law not to have.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
license.
Like,
And
there's no law saying I got to have Comcast.
Old age pensioners that have watched it, or watched the telly for all their lives, well, half their lives, because they're old age pensioners and telly wasn't really out, but they're still getting charged to watch this dribble that they show on the BBC. All right, we don't get any adverts, but you get the adverts for the BBC, and you get
It
all
also
the news.
used to be a common thing to not call or message people during Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It's just
In
the doctor.
Tennessee, they've added when you register an electric vehicle, they've added fees on there because they don't get the taxes when they get gas.
Hmm. Yeah, it's always a pull for something to kind of make something else. It's like a pyramid selling gone wrong.
See, here's the way I look at it. They have a budget. Even if they haven't signed the budget for the next year, if they know how much they're going to need, they'll find a way to get their money. You know? You can call it a tax for this, a tax for that. They know how much money they need to raise, and they're going to get it. You know?
Yeah, but
Speaking of, I need to raise. Speaking of raising money for the 292 who are still here, I need to raise about $3,000 for taxes. So, as we wrap up the stream, just a real quick shout out. Y'all go buy some merch. Y'all go donate to PayPal, Venmo. Tomorrow, there will be videos coming out about today's stuff. Hopefully, we can showcase a little bit of it, and we'll see how that goes. But streams over 2 hours. The Discord is going to stay active. Y'all can come join on the Discord. Join to the amazing discussion about pence, bags, and TV. Love y'all. See you on the stream.
Night.